Hello and welcome to Archaeologists Anonymous. I am your host Sean Silvia, and today's topic is the Mosque of Muhammad Ali, and today I'm going to be filming at the beautiful Diyanet Center of America. So, the Mosque of Muhammad Ali was built starting in 1830, and it's also known as the Alabaster Mosque, and I'll bet you'll never be able to guess why a mosque made of alabaster is called the Alabaster Mosque. It was placed on top of the Citadel of Saladin in the middle of Cairo, so it was on this big structure and it could be seen from all throughout Cairo from many different angles. Okay, so let's talk about who made the Mosque of Muhammad Ali. So, Muhammad Ali isn't the Muhammad Ali you immediately think of when you hear that name. It's this guy. He was essentially deputized to put down a rebellion for the Ottoman Empire, but in the process basically took over Egypt and became unofficially the king of an autonomous Egypt. So he basically made Egypt kind of independent from the Ottoman Empire and made it his own personal kingdom.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day!
And this was in 1805. Now, the official story for the founding of the mosque is that it was dedicated to the Sultan's son, who died in 1816. But if you'll remember, the mosque was built starting in 1830, 14 years after the fact. 14 years after his son died, so there's more going on here than that story tells. And this Turkish religious center, located just outside of D.C., can give us a clue into what that story is. Now, this gorgeous building is designed to look like the Blue Mosque, the Sultan Ahmed Mosque in Istanbul. I'll bet you'll never guess why the Blue Mosque is called the Blue Mosque. The Blue Mosque is very much a symbol of the Ottoman Empire. It's a symbol of Turkey, it's a symbol of Ottoman religious authority and power, so it makes sense that a Turkish religious center would emulate it in its architecture. It wants to connect with Turkey, it wants to connect with Istanbul, so they copy one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic building in Turkey.
That man's an imposter!
The Mosque of Muhammad Ali is also designed to emulate the Blue Mosque. It's got the same minarets, it's got the same dome, it's got the same sort of mini domes in a courtyard around the front. It's very clearly designed to mirror its square within a circle shape, originally inspired by the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul.
That man is the imposter!
The Mosque of Muhammad Ali, just like this mosque outside of DC, is clearly meant to evoke the Blue Mosque in Istanbul, but the Muhammad Ali Mosque does this for very different reasons than this one. It actually emulates it for the exact opposite reason as this one. This one's trying to associate with Istanbul, but Muhammad Ali is actually trying to distance himself from Istanbul to underscore the power of his newly autonomous Egypt. Basically, for Muhammad Ali to create his own version of the Blue Mosque undermines the authority of the Blue Mosque in Istanbul. Muhammad Ali's basically like, we don't need that Blue Mosque in Istanbul, we've got one right here. We don't need to be part of the Ottoman Empire. I'm in control of Egypt right here. We've got our own Blue Mosque, we've got our own legitimacy.
I gotta go my own way.
And by setting up his own version of the Blue Mosque, in contrast to the one in Istanbul, he's setting up an alternative to Ottoman rule. I am just as powerful as the Ottomans, I can build just as big, I can build just as beautiful and grand, so we don't really need them. We can be independent, we can have this alternative to Ottoman rule. I've got this, basically.
I will survive!
In this way, imitation of the Blue Mosque in Istanbul can, on the one hand, have these positive connotations. We're connecting with Istanbul, we're bringing a piece of Turkey to America. But in Egypt, it's very much, we're distancing ourselves from Istanbul. We're setting up an alternative to Ottoman rule, like with Muhammad Ali's mosque. So, that is the Mosque of Muhammad Ali. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Sean Silvia of Archaeologists Anonymous.